Good morning. It is 9:57 a.m. on Friday, September 25th, 2020. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, because I had a busy couple of weeks at work and that part is done, and there was nothing particularly urgent needed for today, I made the call that I was going to take today off. And so I let myself sleep in, which incidentally does mean, of course, that I got up with Rocket when he needed to get up, and I took him outside and I gave him his breakfast, and then I went back to bed. So frequently that doesn't work out so much anymore when I've got a little dog who is saying, but wait, but it's time to be awake now. We should play. But today it worked out relatively well. So I got a couple of hours of extra sleep. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I've talked recently, of course, about, struggling to get enough sleep, especially just in the last few weeks. But yeah, I would actually say that I'm probably still not 100%, but better. Better for sure. Yeah, that's good. I feel it was nice being able to get the extra sleep. But yeah, so uh, looking back on the last couple of weeks, it was definitely just a lot of focused effort at a higher stakes than usual, right? Because it's one thing to say, like, most of what I'm doing in my job is a lot of like planning and writing up and paperwork and everything, but it's all like leading up to these moments where I'm running specific tests where I hope for a specific outcome, and I have to be very careful to document everything carefully, and there's a lot of activity, and so those are higher pressure in addition to being a lot of focused effort, and so that's kind of it's fine, but it is also certainly more strenuous than other weeks, and so I feel pretty good about having come through the latest bout of that. Won't have another one for a little while. And so, yeah, I decided I deserved a Friday off. So, here I am. Let's see. In other news, last night I played a little bit of a game called Hades because it was certainly getting a lot of buzz. I guess it had been in early access on PC for a while, but now it's a full release, and it's also um, on the Nintendo Switch. Although I played it on the PC, it's kind of a slightly Diablo-like, rogue-like game, but it's just very slick and full of style, where you are playing Hades' son trying to escape from the realm of Hades, and the justification for playing and then dying and then having to start over is that essentially each one of those is an unsuccessful escape attempt, but because you're the son of Hades, well, like, you're not dying so much as you are getting dragged back home. And it's just very fun. Like, it is everything you want out of that type of game. So I'm definitely going to be playing that more. Although it's just one more game to add to the list of 5 different games that I'm trying to play right now, because I'm still trying to get through Witcher 3 and also Subnautica in VR, and then it's anyway. The last thing that I want to just mention today, as just sort of a little bit of a sneak preview, is that on Saturdays, I have a game where we've been playing different things. Like, we most recently been playing Burn Bright, although I missed last week. But coming up this week, so tomorrow, we're going to have the first session of a brand new campaign where I'm going to be running Rime of the Frost Maiden, the newest D&D adventure module. And although I love doing my own homebrew module over with so many levels, it's very fun in a different way to run the pre-written adventure modules. And so we're going to be starting this one. I'm really excited for it. Um, if you had had some interest in so many levels, but you were daunted by the fact that it's at episode 153 and you felt like you'd be lost or something like that, this is going to be a perfect opportunity to start at the beginning of a new story. And we're actually doing a thing where the full party is going to be 6 people, but we're going to do the first, at first, they're in 2 groups of 3. And so tomorrow is going to be just the first group of 3. And so that'll be neat. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope all of you have something to look forward to, and I hope you're able to get enough sleep, because those 2 things are good for me. All right, so I'll leave it there, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.